Breaking news in the rock feed, a major situation unfolding right now in the world of rock music. After months of persistent rumors about the drumming situation with Foo Fighters, of course, back in May, we got that shocking announcement from the band's new drummer, Josh Freese, revealing that he had been called by someone from the Foo Fighters camp and told, essentially, that his services were no longer needed. Now we do know who the drummer is, according to a major report just in. And also, it comes with quite the surprising twist, never a dull moment in the world of rock music. Here's what we know about that new drummer, now joining the Foo Fighters. After months of speculation, the Foo Fighters have officially chosen their new drummer, following the shocking departure of Josh Freese back in May, according to a new report from The Hollywood Reporter. But this isn't just a straightforward situation. What's actually unfolded is a stunning high-level drummer swap involving another one of America's biggest rock bands. The story has a twist none of us saw coming. The move comes just over 2 months after the Foo Fighters parted ways with drummer Josh Freese, who had taken on the monumental task of succeeding the late great legend Taylor Hawkins back in 2023. The split was a shock to many fans who felt Freese had perfectly honored the role. At the time, Freese went on his Instagram to address the situation directly. He shocked fans by confirming the news, writing that the group had decided to, quote, go in a different direction with their drummer. He went on to add, quote, I'm not angry, just a bit shocked and disappointed. Now that statement left everyone wondering what that different direction could possibly be. Well, tonight we have our answer. According to an exclusive report from The Hollywood Reporter, the Foo Fighters have tapped Elon Rubin to take over behind the kit. If you follow rock music, you know that name, Elon Rubin. He's a phenomenal talent. He's best known for his long and powerful tenure with Nine Inch Nails, where he's been the band's touring drummer since all the way back in 2009. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the band in 2020, and at just 32 years old, he became the youngest inductee in the Hall's history. He's also the drummer for Angels and Airwaves and has collaborated with artists like Danny Elfman, so obviously his credentials across the board are top tier. But there's a jaw-dropping and shocking aspect to this story. As Elon Rubin joins the Foo Fighters, Josh Freese is reportedly rejoining Nine Inch Nails, filling the very seat that Rubin just left. A rep for Nine Inch Nails has confirmed Freese's return, and the band even posted a picture of him on their Instagram story with the caption, "Let's go." So it's a done deal, a direct one-for-one swap for drummers between two of the biggest bands in the world. Now, this has immediate and serious implications, especially for Nine Inch Nails. The band is scheduled to kick off their North American leg of their massive Peel It Back tour in just a few days on August 6th in Oakland. That's just a week away. Most of their 24 arena dates are already close to sold out. And beyond the tour, the entire band is credited as composer for the upcoming Tron soundtrack, a first for them, and having an experienced pro like Josh Freese step in at such a critical moment for the band is a massive move. Now for Josh Freese, it's a homecoming. He was Nine Inch Nails touring drummer from 2005 to 2008, and in a 2021 podcast interview, he said he left the band at that time because he and his wife had 2 young boys, and he needed to just go home and be a dad for a while. Now he's returning to a band and a role that he knows very well. And of course, back on the Foo Fighters side, a few questions remain. It's currently unclear if Elon Rubin is joining as a full-time member or just as a touring member. A source mentioned in the report says Rubin had committed to Nine Inch Nails through this year and only told frontman Trent Reznor last week that he had accepted a job with another band. When asked for a statement, a representative for the Foo Fighters declined to comment. So look, that is a shocking twist to this story. So it sounds like Josh Freese joined Nine Inch Nails a very short time ago. This deal would have had to have come together within the last week. So he goes to Trent Reznor and says, hey, I am going to basically accept an offer with another band. They end up decide maybe to part ways with him, or he resigns from that position, takes the role with the Foo Fighters after many years. And then Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, or someone in their camp has to quickly turn around. They make the decision they're going to go with Josh Freese, call back their old bandmate, and he has a very short amount of time to prepare for this upcoming tour, but it doesn't seem like he's going to have too much work to do considering he has this job in the past. So this is far from the first drummer swap that we've seen. It seems very common. When you need a drummer, you're just going to maybe strongly consider whoever is being replaced in that band. But again, it does beg the question why the Foo Fighters decided to part ways with Josh Freese only to go with another drummer and not make one of those highly speculated changes going back to their original drummer before even Taylor Hawkins or Taylor Hawkins' son Shane. Now it makes you wonder what could have led to this change, but it's great, as we expected, to see Josh Freese quickly back up on his feet. And so the Foo Fighters moving forward with their drummer, a well-respected drummer in his own right. So I'm really curious to hear what you all think about this. I'm not exactly sure what to make of this because kind of a wild move for the Foo Fighters. Josh Freese was putting on amazing performances. I saw him multiple times with the band. So who knows what this is really about, but let me know your thoughts. And as always, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank the members of the Feed fam for directly supporting this show. You can get a badge next to your name in the comments. So stick around for the latest news and updates right here from Rock Feed.